Man, this place really is a mess. I mean, I get that we've been gone for months, but wasn't expecting to come to it, or come back to it all overgrown, the grass is cut. I mean, especially out the back, the grass is that long that if a ghoul got in here, you wouldn't even be able to spot the ghoul going through the grass. I mean, that's just common sense, and they've had 7 months to expand these walls or strengthen them or something, and they haven't. I mean, they've still only got 2 people on the gate. That's gonna have to change. I mean, there's 2 people here, 3 people out the back, and that's it. What about the other corners? People could come in from over there, from the back, all the way around the side. I mean, I don't know, but John seems to be looking at the walls and writing things down, so hopefully he heard what I said last night. And hopefully he's going to step up his game. And if he does, not quite sure I can forgive him, but definitely be one step further to not hate is a strong word, not disliking him as much. Right, come on you two, gotta go see Reed. He should be awake by now. You two are gonna have to wait outside because I don't really want you two coming down there. Okay, seems Rosier is confronting her old cadet friends, and Ace seems to be talking with them. Seems Felipe's not laying his guard down, so that's something. TJ's introducing Ruby to everyone. I mean, it's kind of crazy, really, that, I mean, we're that close to someone, you know, that we met at the hospital. I mean, I suppose shared trauma is a thing that brings everyone together. Where's Spike? What are you doing? Come on, stop. These dogs. I mean, I get it. You've probably been stuck in that house for a long time, but you don't need to chew on the fence, okay? On the fence posts. Come on, this way. Okay, good. Right. Well, they're following me, but yeah. She got brought into the hospital because she was injured, and of course, as Pigden did, he got Chuck to fix her up, and then she just became another experiment for him. And I suppose when we decided to take her under our wing, me, Primo, TJ, I guess that just created a instant bond. Where are you two again? Okay, where's Bolt? I don't know. You two really need to start listening more. You know what? How about you both wait here, alright? Right, okay. You can stay here, and you can stay here, okay? Why don't you two guard the entrance, alright? You're following me everywhere, which is fine, okay? I'm alright with that. But if you're gonna keep getting distracted by everything, then you can stay here for a little while, okay? I'll be back. I'll come and get you once I've finished, alright? You two stay here, and don't go barking or trying to bite anyone, alright? I don't think you would, but I'm gonna say it to you anyway. Alright. So, I'm at the point where I'm talking to animals, and you know what? Let's get rid of this. Let's pull the nails out of each corner because it's not Reed's quarters anymore. Okay, and there we are. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I guess we can go and, you know what? Let's just throw that away. We don't need that anymore. These aren't his quarters. Going down silo. Okay. Right. So, Luke and Willis are on guard. Good. Haven't let them out, so that's something. Ah. Good to see you're actually awake. Brent Forlow. Surprised to see me? How did you get so close to me without my men seeing you? You really think I just snuck past a bunch of armed guards? I'm not sure. Probably learned a few things while you were gone. Yeah, I did. Just not what I'd have liked to learn. Then, I learned what you really are, and what this world does to people. And what am I, huh, Brent? Let me guess. A monster, like Grayson was, right? Exactly right. But for different reasons. Grayson was just a psycho. You only care about your own life. That's your problem. It's called self-preservation, Brent. It's human nature. It is. But do you know what isn't? Sacrificing innocent lives to do so. Here we go. This is about Jonah and Josie. Damn right it is. Huh? Why them? Pigton needed someone close to you and Primo. They were the perfect options. Could have picked your brother or sister, but that wouldn't have affected Primo. And you didn't even think about the life of their unborn child? I did, but I told them they were stupid. I told them they shouldn't bring a child into this world, so as far as I'm concerned, I stopped a lot of future misery. What? But you didn't. Because Pigton took the babies from Josie after she was dead anyway, and he was going to use them to lure in more test subjects. I mean, you knew that. You saw her body. Ah, that's why she was cut open. Well, yeah, what else did you think it was for? What made you like this? You were a good man once. When I found you at the TA Centre, when I brought you back to Lakeworth and you stayed with us. I mean, you were a decent guy, respectable then. Even Rosia said so. So what happened? I'm still a good man. I kept all of these people alive, didn't I? And Rosia is dead now anyway, so doesn't make a difference. Wait. You thought she was dead? Pigton told me so himself. John too. I'm not sure why you're still alive, or even why he let you go. It's because he didn't let me go. Pigton is dead. And, fun fact, Rosia and John are not. They're upstairs right now. Pigton was untrustworthy. Like, really untrustworthy. And to be frank, I can't believe you trusted him. He assured me that he had killed them. He lied. Okay, that's what he did. He played his own little game and did as he wanted and apparently told you what you wanted to hear. Pigton was a decent man. He gave the people here food when we needed it, and he was looking for a cure for this entire virus. I'm sorry. You traded people for that food and a cure. You're joking, right? He was more likely to try and mutate the ghouls, not cure them. Why did he want test subjects then? For his other sick experiments. I mean, even if you didn't know exactly why he wanted us, you still gave us to him to be lab rats. Whether it was to find a cure, which he definitely wasn't doing, you still knew we were going to be experimented on. Oh, this isn't the first time you've lied to me, Brent. First was about Grayson, now about Picton. Yeah, what is up with you and Grayson? I mean, it's always about him, right? Did he come up with some story right before I killed him? You know, like, oh, if I turn up dead, it was Brent, and that's because so-and-so happened. Like, am I all of a sudden a Russian spy or something? He told me all about Torvald. Then he told me how you had helped him hide for all those years. Helped him hide? He was my neighbour. I grew up with him next door. I mean, we were good friends, and he was even like a granddad to me. So you're saying you did help him? No, I didn't say that at all. The man didn't change his name. He was always Axel Torvald. He lived in Lakeworth for years, even before I was born. He had a wife that he had before he moved here. If he was actually guilty, he would have been found. That's obvious, right? Do you even know what Torvald did? The war crimes he committed? You mean Grayson leading people into a trap that Torvald warned him about? Seems you have that the wrong way round. No. You do, Reed. You really think that someone who put 30 plus years into his work would make a mistake like that? No. The rookie who had been at it for a few months would. Grayson had just as much knowledge on tactics. That's false. I mean, a few months doesn't even compare to 30 years. I mean, if Torvald was here, he could have proved it. He had the evidence. I mean, I've seen it, but I don't know where he hid it. And also, you know that Grayson took women from the community, had them tied up with their mouths taped shut, had them as rewards for his men's hard work. I mean, how do you excuse that, huh? I'm not excusing those actions, but I'm sure he had his reasons. You're kidding me. The amount of times that I have been gobsmacked by what you're saying. I mean, what about him being willing to let us all burn to death? Even you. He was willing to let you die. That information was confidential. That's why he didn't inform us. While everyone was preparing to go to the sewers, I went to speak with him, confronted him on everything he did. He had no excuses, but I understand confidentiality. I've been in situations where I was unable to tell people classified information that I knew about, but it's necessary at times. After talking with him, that's when he informed me all about your friend Torvald. So, you went to speak with him, despite knowing about everything he'd done. You know what? Clearly, Torvald has manipulated you into believing his series of events. It's obvious that you won't believe in the truth, so I'm done. I'm actually pretty sure that you have that the wrong way round, Reed. Grayson manipulated you into believing his side of the story, and then somehow you let it happen a second time with Picton believing that he was working on a cure. Whatever. Enjoy your life in this cell. That just means you'll have to keep me fed for the rest of my life. Give me water too, right? Well, actually, I'm basing it on what you did to Drake, Zy, Rodriguez, and Igor, so you'll be getting a few sips of water a day and one meal, right? And let's see how long you last. My men won't let you do that to me. The people here aren't loyal to you, Reed. They're not your men. I mean, you kept them in line by using threats. You think that makes them want to protect you? I protected them, fed them, kept them safe. You held them hostage. You didn't let them go out, other than to visit Pigton. You kept them within the walls of this compound, got rid of their belongings. I mean, you made them wear your army uniforms, which it's actually good to see them out of. You refused to let them change outfits, the people that weren't wearing the uniforms. None of that makes sense. That half of those things don't even have anything to do with survival. The point is to survive. They don't need things that remind them of the world that is gone now. I made it so that it was possible to live here and not have to leave, to be able to sustain ourselves. The only times we needed to leave were to pick up supplies from Pigton. Yeah, I get that. And the idea to be self-sustaining, is that the right word? Self-sustaining? That we don't have to leave this place. We can live here and be able to get all of our food from here and everything we need in this one place so we can stay safe. That's not a bad idea, because it's not the idea that's bad, it's how you did it, what you did for it. People need to go out on supply runs. People need, people need to feel comfortable and safe. Otherwise, life is just not worth living. And most of all, trading people for food is... You traded a child. I don't care about me, but TJ and Primo, the things they had to go through because of you, Rosia and John as well. Now there's children in this world that will never grow up with their parents because you traded them to Pigton. Those are the reasons why you will rot in here for the rest of your miserable life. Do you understand that? Alright, Brent. Whatever you say. Seems you forgot to mention your little pal David. Don't even get me started on that. You assisted his murder and then mutilated him after he was gone. You sent his head to me in a box. How is that a sane thing to do? David deserved what he got, and you needed something to make you stay in line. What, and losing Jonah and Josie wasn't enough? I knew you wouldn't learn from just that, and you didn't, because here you are. You even killed Pigton. If you'd have sacrificed yourself instead of us, you'd understand what we went through. I'm a retired member of the army. You think I haven't been through hell? That's not what I said. I said if you were there, you'd understand what we went through and who Pigton truly was. But you weren't. Okay? And clearly I'm not getting through to you, so I'm done talking to a brick wall. What do you mean? You can't just leave me down here like this. I have people to lead. Actually, I can and I am. What part of you don't lead Lake Worth anymore don't you understand? You're in a cell. My mum always used to say, treat people the way you want to be treated. So we've been we've been locked away because of you. You've locked people here away, so now it's your turn. Right? What comes around, well, what goes around comes around. That's not correct. I give it a few days before my people let me out. Whatever you say, Reed. Okay? If you believe that, sure, you do you. Enjoy your stay. Don't expect to be out anytime soon, if ever. Because not gonna happen. You're not gonna let him out, right? Good. I can't believe that guy. I mean, even if he doesn't believe it, I tell him that Pigton wasn't looking for a cure because he certainly was not. Yet, he still somehow believes that he was. And of course it's raining again. Right, well, we're gonna have to go out in the rain again, you two, because we've got to go and visit Jonah and Josie's graves. Actually, wait, did they move? I don't know. They might have made their graves where the rest of them were. I'm not too sure. Then again, Reed might have tried to hide their graves because he didn't want to accept it, I guess. Or face what he's done, I guess. Spike, are you coming? Oh, I'll just imagine that he's going to follow me at some point. Okay. Man, this grass. You know what? I'm going to cut some of this down. Okay. Come on. This is really long. We need to get some, like, I would say lawnmower, but we won't be able to get the petrol to power that. Chances are we're just going to have to cut this down with, like, knives or something. And what is this? Some kind of hole? This wasn't here when we left. Looks like they've been digging it out or something. What's the point of that? Oh, man, this long grass, they really do need to cut this down. I mean, it's just... yeah, we'll have to try and see if maybe they got some gardening stuff here that we didn't have. And actually, this would be perfect. It's the only blue flower I've seen as well, so this will go well on Jonah and Josie's grave. I mean, sit down here. I guess we can pay respects to everyone we've lost. I mean, Sammy and Alyssa, gone before their time. I mean, everyone was gone before their time. But these two, what Isaiah did to them, I don't know what brought that on. Gary from work, the cannibals, Aaron, Ricky, Johnny, he was one of the soldiers. I mean, Jacob, Amina, Zai's mum, Joey, I mean, Edison, Trish and Tyler. Oh, Primo is out here. And Zai, too. Muhammad, Isaiah. Like I said, I don't know what went wrong there. I think it was just after the death of his mum, he lost it. Here is Jonah and Josie. Hey, you two. I found this flower, some kind of orchid, I think. At least they got a proper burial, you know? And they're with everyone else, you know, not out in the middle of the woods somewhere, hidden away, you know? I guess let's just pay our respects.